One waiting, it says. Does that mean?
Do you want to scoot? Probably. You want to scoot over a little bit? This is kind of intense. I don't know if there's a way to.
Not really.
Can we pull one off? Hello, everyone. We got
Hello, everyone.
8. Can you turn your volume off?
Hello, everyone.
We got competing laptops here.
We got competing laptops here.
How's that? A little bit better. All right. I'm going to pull this one out too. We are just dealing with a couple little housekeeping things before we start in earnest. All right. That lighting is a little bit better here. Welcome to the Sealed Beam Rally Team live stream. How many times can we possibly rhyme things today? We have 2 people. Hello, people. My dad, Eric, is here. I'm Tyler. My dad, Eric, is here. He's going to be watching some of the comments and keep an eye on the chat. So please let me know if you would like to participate, ask questions, comment. Hopefully not too much roasting, but tis the season. So today is the, what do you call it? The eve of the solstice. And I like to do something every solstice and every equinox. So here we are.
It's also the summer solstice in Australia.
Oh, that's amazing. Good luck, Australia. I believe the sun is upside down there, but it's still the same thing. Hello, Sean. Yeah, so I guess I'll start out while we try to collect a few people and give you guys a little history of the channel. I started this channel on August 16th, 2020, and it was just a month or so after I moved from Flagstaff, Arizona back to Minnesota, and moved in with Dad. And I had the Saab Sonnet, the 73 Saab Sonnet, Belgium. Very nice. So we did our first Will It Run series on the Sonnet, did a first Will It Drive stuff, and the channel didn't really go anywhere for a couple of years, but we ended up, I had the 65 Ford truck, the F100 back then, but we added in the 62 F600, added in the 63 Corvair, and added in a second 62 F600 recently. We've also had a 95 Mark III Volkswagen Cabrio on the channel. We've had a 44 Ford tractor, had a couple other things that, some parts cars that we've had on there, but the main things have been the Saab, the Corvair, and the F600. So I'm sure some of you are familiar with the Corvair, probably most of you, and we recently went over 10,000 subscribers. We recently went over 5 years on YouTube, and kind of cool to have those milestones under our belts. Dad's been here helping me the whole time, and it's fun to have some father-son projects. I know a lot of you guys like watching them, and for the most part, we enjoy making them. It's, sometimes you get on people's nerves when you're doing stressful things, but overall, it's pretty good. So let's see. We are a year behind on the videos, and the big reason is that I got really burned out last year, especially last winter, and after about Yucatan rally in last January, well, it'd be 2025 January, last winter. I just said, you know what, I got to take some months off, and I got to figure something out. So stopped filming for a while. We've got some filming going on again, but I'm still not caught up to last year, because Press On Regardless took so much work to not only work on the car, but to put the videos out. And I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I hope you've looked at it. I know that the rally videos and the kind of incremental Corvair mechanic and restoration videos don't do that well with the algorithm. So go ahead and check out the Press On Regardless video from a few months ago. It was the big push for me in 2024 to get the Corvair on the road and to go do this 500-mile gravel regularity rally in northern Michigan. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was a really fun thing to do, and the car did not burn down after all. So we are currently prepping the Corvair for the Yucatan Winter Rally in January. Again, I've been doing that for 5 years now. First with the Sonnet, and we have an old video with the Sonnet doing the Winter Rally, and now we're going to do the Corvair for the second time in a row. Hopefully, we'll get snow this year. I think we will, and hopefully, my right front tire doesn't lock up all the time, because that's currently what it does. Yes, Sean says he has a full-time job and also doing this. At the end of the day, it's supposed to be fun. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, like, I make very little money on this. It's the money that I make from YouTube is not worth the time I put into even just editing videos. So I know, like, YouTube actually. So Veritasium just did a video on the ways that we put energy into things, and YouTube is kind of like a lottery. Like, you can buy so many tickets and you get nothing, and then like the 100th one you'll get something out of it. And so most of the information, most of the videos and content that you put on YouTube will just do nothing. And most of my videos will make like maybe 10 or 20 bucks overall, and they take hours and hours to produce, even just in post. And that's just the way it is, I guess. Trying to build up more, but I appreciate you guys being here. Can bring a few tips to link some of your popular shorts. Yeah, if you'd like to link it, I hope I'm saying Marve. Yeah, if you're willing to link some shorts, that'd be awesome. The biggest video that I've had is the, what do you call it, split rim video from the F600. It was one of my first videos that I put up in 2021, and it went over the different types of old truck wheels from the 50s and 60s. To me, I think it got popular because it's a question that a lot of people have, and they don't know where to go for answers. And it was the one video that kind of distilled all of those questions into kind of researched answers. So people still watch that, and if you haven't seen it, it's a pretty fun one, because I just kind of go through the different types of old dangerous truck wheels and how they can kill you, and in which ways they can kill you. Have any thoughts on the truck wheels?
No, I thought it was a great video. You did a lot of research and it's very informative.
Hi, Nick. Nikki the cat says hello. The flood method for shorts. Yeah, I've been trying to put up shorts every day or two, and since LSPR, so mid-October, it seems like it's working a little bit. But let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see specifically. Normally, I'm just kind of filming what I'm doing, and that tends to work out decently well. Sometimes we get some that pick up, sometimes it don't. And then I know that most people are clicking off of full-length videos after like 30 seconds. And I know that's pretty common for stuff, but I try to make little shorts and even cut in sections of full-length videos to have their own video or their own short, so that people can get a taste of what's in the video if they maybe didn't stick around for the whole thing. It seems like people like that. The Volkswagen Moonbug short from a couple days ago was like that. Anyway, I was from the split rim video, I was considering doing other kind of informational technical videos on things like swing axles, things like planetary gear sets, stuff like that does dovetail with the vehicles I have. Like the 65 F100 and the Corvair both have swing axle suspension. So I could do an example of front and rear end swing axles. And I can do examples on the planetary gear sets, because my daily driver bicycle is a 3-speed. That has a planetary gear set. The F600 has a planetary gear set in the rear end. And that's kind of fun like that. Model T has had planetary manual gear sets, manual transmissions. So if you guys have a burning desire for any of those videos, let me know, because I have like props saved up, but I haven't. I actually bought a Renault Dauphine brochure and a Borgward Isabella brochure just to have the scans to show people on the video, but haven't had the time to put forward. Of course, I'm one of those people who has 100 projects going on all the time, and it's just a matter of which ones to prioritize. Link many shorts to get a new video, more views. Yeah, I've been trying that. So I use DaVinci Resolve, and it has a really messed up way of managing projects and managing your different files. And when I made the short for the Rallycross video, I accidentally saved over the project video, or the project file for that whole video. So unfortunately, the second short I was going to make out of that kind of disappeared into thin air because we're pulling on another light bulb and see if it'll get a little bit better. I think that's actually worse. Anyway, yeah, so I can't do the second short based on that video, unfortunately, but we try. A priority continuum Onyx, is that modern, like a 7-speed internal, like a Alpine or a Nexus probably? I was working at the local bicycle shop for this summer, a little bit into the fall, and I got to be the go-to guy for setting up shifting on internal gear hubs, which yay for the 5 bikes that came in during that period. I'm the guy. But anyone have any questions? I think I've been starting to work on other people's cars on the side and bring in some money that way. And I think we need to move this one, turn this around here.
I'll just play with it.
That's good, just right there. We don't have a very professional lighting setup, unfortunately. Anyway, so I'm working on a guy's 64 convertible Corvair right now, and if you want to leave it right there, that's fine too. Okay,
good.
I'm getting distracted. Coming to Gettysburg. No, I have no money, so that's not. I'm unfortunately not going to happen. I'm sorry.
I'd like to go.
Oh, you'd like to go?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll finance it.
They have a TSD there too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, in the middle of it.
Really? In Gettysburg?
At the convention.
Oh, the Corvair convention has
Yeah.
a TSD rally?
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Well, write that off on taxes. Once this clutch job leaves the garage, I'm looking to pull the Saab in again, and most of you guys haven't met the Saab. The Saab is actually, out of all my cars, it's my favorite one to drive around. It makes awesome sounds. It feels like you're going 100 miles an hour. It's tiny, it's fiberglass, it's purple. There are so many things that I really like about that, and unfortunately right now there are a couple different issues that have meant that I haven't had on the road. The fuel pump was leaking, the rear wheel cylinder is leaking, and there's an issue with the heater valve. We tried to use a Volvo heater valve from Scandics to get the heater working properly, and you have to modify it and like solder things, and it just didn't quite work. So we're hoping to get the Saab in after this Corvair leaves the garage. So I have a friend up in Duluth who he's done Saabs all his life, and he used to work with Saab doing some kind of promotion thing. I'm not exactly sure, but he's buying a 1964 Saab 96 two-stroke race car, and it's pretty cool, very nice. And we kind of challenged each other to get the cars out this winter to an ice race. So we're planning on, he's going to get the car and put studded tires on it and go ice racing with the two-stroke. And my job is, I have a set of studded tires from him, and my job is to get the Sonnet working again, driving again well, and put the studded tires on that. And then we're going to go do ice cross against each other and see who can win with the fastest Saab on ice. We normally don't see Saabs in ice racing anymore because obviously the newest Saab is like 15 years old now. So we're hoping to get a fun little episode for you guys with that. Some other updates. Let's see, the F100. I just got here. Hello, Gavin. Are you coming up to ice race? Because I think you need to buy. Everyone tell Gavin from Red Hen Racing to buy a vintage Saab of his own and bring it up to Minnesota from Georgia, and he can come ice race against us. I think that would be pretty cool. Or maybe we can get Tim to bring down a Saab for Gavin to use. LS swap it? Gross. Why would you do that? You know, Gavin can buy a Trailblazer, the Saab 97X. How about that? you can bring a Trailblazer with studded tires and run that. The F100 only got out a couple times this year. I did a house call for a guy to help him with his Corvair and drove it out. I got like 3 hours of highway driving, but unfortunately haven't got a lot of time to work on that. Cheap Corvairs. Yeah, run through the Carolinas, buy a cheap Corvair, and then put some studded tires on it. Hey, now we have a solution for Gavin to come ice racing. I do plan on running the Corvair in Ice Cross at least once this winter. I don't have a lot of money, so entering like every weekend is going to get really expensive. But I want to get at least the Corvair out once, and at least the Sonnet out once. Corvair is on rubber tires, obviously Blizzaks, and the Sonnet will be on very, very, very old studded tires. So that'd be really fun. Let's see, Mouse is the red F600, and we got Mouse in 2021. Yeah, 2021. That has been a long-term project to turn into a ramp truck for transporting project cars. And Mouse has the most rotten cab you've ever seen in your life. You can drop a bowling ball through the holes in the floor. So I went on the hunt for a cleaner cab, and I ended up buying a cleaner truck. So then we got Lars, and Lars is the green F600. We did a Will It Run video this summer on Lars, and Lars came with a Y block, like a 292 V8. So we pulled the Y block out and put the inline six from Lars, or from Mouse into Lars. So we're going and doing kind of the swapsy thing where we're going to have a 6 in a row ready to tow. Hopefully we'll get Lars on the road soon. I think the biggest challenge right now is the drive shaft. So I may try to kind of garage engineer a straighter drive shaft, because the one from it is bent and the other one's the wrong size. And it's just this whole thing. So we're looking to do a pretty big video on the Will It Drive on Lars coming up pretty soon. And I got really bright.
With brakes.
With brakes this time. When we did the Will It Drive for Mouse, I had no brakes except the railroad brake in the middle. It's a driveline brake on the transmission, just like a single drum. And it worked, but not very well. So we're actually looking at having actually all four wheels braking this time instead of nothing. Hello, it's Sam. Hello, not Sam from Scrappy Industries. We're very used to hearing that when we watch YouTube at night, but this is Sam Spider-Man, 1964, and he's a member here as well as Gavin, and have put forward a lot of useful hints for me on the members only videos and chatting, just to try to figure out weird problems that I have sometimes. That yeah. How's your ramp side?
It's finally running good. It had a really off, what do you say?
Off balance
flywheel. So got a new one in, and it's 90% better.
Yeah, he had this very Gavin, a K24 will fit in the Corvair with a lot of modification, but I would recommend instead using a Honda B series, because the B series rotates the correct direction for the Corvair transmission. You won't have to swap a transmission. You can just use the normal 4-speed for that. Unfortunately, the B20 or the B series doesn't really make much more power than a Corvair engine, so you might be just better off getting a regular Corvair engine to run. Anyway, so his 61 ramp side Corvair it would kind of run decently, but then you drive it and everything shakes really bad. And it turned out that the clutch kit, or the flywheel, was it the flywheel? Or yeah, flywheel was like the center holes were drilled off like a 16th of an inch or something. So the whole flywheel was going like this when you're driving, and it was really, really bad. So we got some parts from Clark's and fixed that. I have a sponsorship from Clark's that I'm still working through the videos for. Again, like I said, I got kind of overwhelmed last winter, and I just told Clark's, let's put pause on this, because I just can't get through the videos fast enough to fulfill the contract, as it were. So I'm just trying to continue with the ones that they have, and I think there could be a future in which I contact them about doing a special video series or something as a specific project that I would want to use that for. But as it is, the newer videos past last winter will not be Clark sponsored, unfortunately. But I just didn't feel right trying to take that sponsorship and not give them back the videos that they deserve for that. I've just, it's not a full-time job like most of us on YouTube. It's not a full-time job for us. So putting that effort in is not possible, unfortunately. But we had that 62 Greenbrier, and when he bought the ramp side, it came with 2 parts vehicles. There was another ramp side that's really, really rough and has nothing on it anymore. And there was a 62 Greenbrier, which has everything, but it's really rusty. So I was figuring he gave it to me and I titled it, and now it has collector plates and it doesn't run. But hey, in the future, if I get tired with all the other projects that I'm working on, maybe that's maybe that's something Clark's would like to do in the future to help me with the Greenbrier project, because it'd be really cool to have a random van to drive around. And yeah, anyway, it's outdoor storage right now. Does anyone have questions about any of the recent videos? I've been transitioning the what do you call it, the theme or the way I do videos to do like a fixing the Corvair, what do we need to get fixed, and then do motorsports with it afterward. So that's how the next couple videos are going to go as well. The one that just posted was the voltage regulator. We fixed the voltage regulator, adjusted that, and then I took it, organized a TSD rally, and then did rallycross in Pine City, Minnesota. So that, I don't know how people feel about that. I don't have the statistics to see who's clicking off or who's skipping forward yet. So do let me know if you would like that. Engine's still running good after the lifter swap. I actually did not put lifters in it recently. So I was rallycrossing again this winter, or this fall, I should say, in late October. And I was just zooming along, and the car started ticking really bad. And I drove it home, and it was an hour and a half to drive home, and it was still ticking. And I just was like, you know what, I'll just swap lifters, no big deal. And I kept doing little errands around town. And then one day the car just stopped ticking. So I don't know. I guess it's okay. It's running pretty well, so I'm not too worried about it. The main thing was that, again, one of these things where I do work to it and then I race it is I had to clean out some gunk in the carbs. I did have one come apart, and I got that back in, and it has been running good after that. But that, because we're a year later, that happened last fall, and yeah, it's been running fine after that. Yeah. But I had issues up in the UP this fall where I got fuel sediment in there, and I think it's been in a couple shorts, maybe just members only at that point. But I've been moving away from the members only stuff, and I'm doing members first now, so everyone gets to see everything. But it means I have to put more extra effort into the shorts. But I got gas at this little tiny gas station out in BFE, and it ran fine for that day because we were using the car for stage captain duties at Lake Superior Performance Rally, and ran fine that day. But the second day it started like dying all the time, and it wouldn't run right. And I brought it home, and I found that like there was all kinds of gunk in the fuel tank, just like rusty sediment crap everywhere. And it went all the way up to the carbs, and it messed up the carbs. And I had to.
And you had a new fuel tank.
The whole fuel system new from Clark's in 2024. So it was very frustrating a year after getting the car on the road to have the whole thing just shit out. So I rebuilt the carbs and the carb bases and put it back on the road, and it drove really well for a few weeks, and then had the issue again during rallycross. So talking with Sam again, worked out that there's a test to figure out if your idle circuit is plugged, and that seemed like it was it. All my left side plugs were white, and I tested, and yeah, the idle circuit was plugged or restricted on the driver's side of the engine, unfortunately. So I had to go fix that, and that's all fixed now. And then, so after I go and fix that, and I spend days rebuilding stuff and tuning everything and doing everything else in my life, go to start it and because the temperature got low and it was like 5 degrees Fahrenheit, and I go out and turn it and nothing happens. And it turns out that the starter brushes are so worn down that the screw that held in one of the starter brushes was actually like arcing out and welding to the commutator. So I had to do a starter rebuild too. And that was, Clark's charges like $325, including core, for a rebuilt starter. And they charge $80 for a starter rebuild kit. So then I had to go and make a video including the starter rebuild kit. So we're going to have that as a future video for getting ready for the 2026 Yucatan Winter Rally. But what a pain in the ass, go and fix the carb, and it's just one thing after another.
Yeah. Well, Yucatan's the end of January, so
yeah, we only have so many weeks. I'm the rally master for the flamethrower rally coming up in the end of February. So we have to go and check those. My dad's not doing the coursework with me this year. I'm training in a new guy. So we're having fun. It takes all day. It's almost
3 times.
Yeah, it's a 200-mile rally, and you can't go full speed. So you have to take like 8 hours to run this. And the whole thing is an hour away. So it's just commute on top of that. We're going to use the Corvair for setting speeds eventually. I like to set speeds on these TSD rallies, and you set an average speed that everyone has to hit. So I like to set speeds with a 2-wheel drive car. If you use a 4-wheel drive car like my assistant rally master's Volvo S60, it can be a little bit unfair to teams running like a Ford Fiesta. So we try to do something so it's kind of reasonable for everyone. Everyone can have fun. Gavin says flamethrower is the best rally he's in. He's actually going to come up with, I think, a couple cars probably. He's done videos on this before, so go check out Red Hand Racing. He's done actually a few videos, and the one that he has to shove the whole top end of the Supra in his butt, I think, according to one of the shorts that he put up. I'm distracting myself now. Gavin and I recently went down to Cleveland, Ohio in October, and I navigated for him in the U.S. Road Rally Challenge. So go check out his video on the U.S. Road Rally Challenge. It was a lot of fun. It was a 3-day thing, 3 different rallies in one weekend, and they're all national level stuff. So we didn't do as well as we hoped because we kept picking the wrong stage, and it gave us the wrong speeds, and then we just got maxes. But aside from that, we did okay. You can't win a rally like this. You can only lose it. You can only get penalty points. You can't get the best score as the way it would be down to Cleveland. Well, Gavin makes fun, but from the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, you actually have to go south to go to Cleveland. So it is south from here. It's mostly east. This isn't a geography. This isn't a geography. This isn't a geography live stream. I'm falling apart. How's everybody doing today? It's been a long week trying to get the car together, and we got a new set of wheels to put the Blizzaks on ETA, and we had to get new lug nuts, and I have new lug nuts from 2022 or something when I first got the car rolling. Bye, Sean. And then found out that I only had 4 in the trunk because that was for my spare tire, and I could not find the other 12 lug nuts. So then we had to pull 12 Dad volunteered to pull 12 lug nuts off of the parts cars in the snow, in a foot of snow. And so we got these lug nuts that are so pitted that you can barely get a socket on them. How did that make you feel?
I was afraid they were going to round over, and I was taking them off.
Oh God, it's so bad. Anyway, well, I think we've covered most of the questions that we have. If anyone has any other questions, do let me know in the comments right now. I appreciate seeing you guys, and it's good to kind of do a wrap up and give people the updates on the channel, because I'm a year behind on videos, and I'm posting these things, and people are giving me suggestions in the comments about like, oh, here's how to fix the problem, and I'm like, I appreciate that, but I fixed the problem a year ago, and I'm just that far behind on videos that I can't share that with you guys, and it kind of sucks. So please bear with me on that. I'm doing my best to not only work on cars in real life, but to portray myself working on cars in the internet. So it is what it is. We do our best here, and just gonna keep rallying. This year I had my first two overall win. No, there's a class win at Spring Scamper Rally and an overall win at Spring Classic. So I got my first two overall wins. I was a navigator for my friend Bryson in his Mini. We did really well, and I'm hoping that we're going to have good results at Yucatan. Dad's going to be my navigator again. We haven't run a rally together since
last Yucatan.
Yeah, it's been a full year. So we'll see if we got the chops. We may have to do a little practice to
because we
keep up on it.
We organized two instead of running that.
Yeah, we had a falling out with the stage rally people in Minnesota this year. Well, not people, one person in the stage rally community. So we're not going to be doing the stage rally stuff. I ran a lead car with Edda at 2 stage rallies this year, which is really fun. It was one of my kind of life goals in rallying to run as a 0 car, and we ran 000 at Headwaters Rally. So that was very fun, and it just can't do that anymore. It's too much effort. It's too much expense. It's too much stuff to do. And honestly, for our specific job, it's too much BS. So we stepped back from that. We're going to be doing other stuff and concentrating on the stuff that we really want to do. And that includes doing TSD rallies. I really like TSD rallies. So if you guys haven't checked them out, there may be a rally in your area. It's through the Sports Car Club of America, it's SCCA, and it's called Road Rally. It's really fun. And there's also Rallycross, which I've done a few of now. And there's a bunch of other stuff like solo is like autocross, and just go check it out, because the only thing better than having a fun car that you drive is having a fun car and competing against other people who also have fun cars. And you don't have to have a special car to do road rally or anything really. They're just grassroots motorsports. You just enter something and go enjoy yourself. So it's really, really good time. You go meet some cool people, and ideally you find someone else with a vintage Saab and go race against them. So looking forward to hopefully getting some cool footage this time. With the last video, I was able to get one of the local photographers to actually get video of me outside the car, which is usually extremely difficult to get that footage. I don't know if you guys realize how difficult it is to con someone into standing on the side and filming your car driving by, but it's really, really hard. And I'm very excited that we got some footage from that on the next couple videos. I think you're gonna like it. It's fun. So check them out if you haven't. They're up there. The algorithm hasn't been super kind to the Rallycross video, but it was a total muddy mess. I mean, really, really bad muddy. So it is what it is. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you all coming in, and I think I'm pretty much run out of steam as far as the things that I had to say. So we'll shut her down now, and what is this? Engage with the YouTube's trying to get me to do different things, and I'm not going to. We're just going to do the video, and we're going to shut her down. Shut her down. Anyway, good to see you all.
Bye.
Bye. Press on. End stream.